1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Be sure to watch The Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to The Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings? Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com, or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to philsgang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, philsgang.com is where you learn to invest using professional-level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with philsgang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com today.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy. They do their homework. They look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
The server contains personal communications from my husband and me, and I believe I have met all of my responsibilities, and the server will remain private.
This will test the character of the press. It is not only my character that has been tested. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
It's a ludicrous and it's a silly story. It's a story that's being driven by tabloid journalism.
I suspect she didn't want Louis Gohmert rifling through her emails, which seems to me to be a kind of reasonable position for someone to take. So it amounts to, just like everything else before it, it amounts to nothing but a bunch of people flapping their jaws about nothing.
I think I'm probably the most transparent person in public life.
Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country off the Wall Street Radio Network. It is pathetic, isn't it? There's James Carville in 1992 talking about Clinton. Oh, no big deal. There's nothing here. It's always nothing with these people. It's always nothing. It's amazing, isn't it? Now, but what we got to focus on, I look at this email thing, And I don't know why everybody's so focused on this thing. I mean, why are they surprised? This is the Clintons, for heaven's sakes. No different than the Bushes or the Kennedys, or this is what they do. I wish people would focus more on how they're going to survive with these 401ks. How they're going to retire. This is what people should be focusing on. My God. They should be focusing on this bad economy, but yet we're being told it's a great economy. We're being lied to every day. That's what we should be focusing on. We should be focusing on your money advisors. For heaven's sake, getting rid of them. Put them in jail or something. I mean, these people are criminals. They're not telling you the truth about what's going on in this economy. We have waves and waves of bad economic news last week. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yet the jibber jabbers come on and tell us how everything is great. We have the low level of inventory to sales, which identifies what? Weak profits. We had the same thing going back in the dot-com crash. Right before the dot-com crash, same thing. We had a low level of inventory to sales during the dot-com, which, again, identified weak corporate profits. And then what happened? We had the crash. Now, you think somebody would be looking at this and say, here we go again. We have retail sales falling off a cliff. Now, they just came out with the February numbers. Horrible. For the third consecutive month, these retail sales are terrible. Retail sales over the last, we're at a 9-year low. Doesn't anybody get that? Retail sales at a 9-year low, and every month it's worse than the previous month. Inventories are terrible. We can't sell stuff. Remember, this country is all about consumption. We consume. Our GDP, our economic growth, remember what GDP is? Consumption. They measure our consumption, not what we build, because we don't build anything in this country anymore. Last week, wholesale prices plunged for the third month in a row. The biggest drop since 2009. Now people say, well, that's great. That's good. I can buy stuff cheap. No. It means you're not going to have a job. When you don't have pricing power, that means you're going to get laid off. Sure, it sounds good. Prices plunged. Wholesale prices plunged. People are all, hey, that's good. No. You're going to lose your job because of it. Factory orders are falling off the cliff for the 6th straight month in a row. Household spending dropped its lowest level since 2008. Well, jobless claims last week were back above 300,000. Now, here's a great indicator. Lumber sales, that is an important growth indicator. House construction, for heaven's sakes, fell off a cliff. How about our technology? How about the bellwether, Intel? They lowered their revenue estimates for the first quarter by $1 billion, and their PC sales are plunging. And as a result of our GDP consumption number, which, as I say, measures economic growth, now, according to the Atlanta Fed, one of the Fed's 11 regions, they lowered our real-time first quarter 2015 GDP to 0.6%. But the Fed is saying we're at 2.4%. So where's the disconnect there? Now, the reason they claim the GDP is 2.4% when it isn't, when it's less than 1% for the first quarter of 2015, is they're cheating how they figure the GDP, just like they cheat how they figure the jobs. For example, all the government money used within Medicare coverage system to pay for consumers' health demands, as well as the failing Obamacare socialized welfare program, are counted towards GDP. What are you, nuts? They never did that before. So it's what they're counting towards GDP is where how they boost the GDP up. It's all fake. You take it out. We don't have a GDP at 2.4%. It's less than 1%. So what they do is they arrange and they start changing what is going to be included in the GDP number. And that's what they've been doing. They told us how manufacturing jobs are terrific, when the truth is manufacturing jobs, according to last week declined 33%. So that means we only have low-paying consumer service jobs. But that's not what we're hearing. You also need to remember Of the 98 million working age Americans without work today, there's 98 million. It used to be that the BLS would not count half of them. They would take half and not count them as unemployed. Now it's gotten worse. Now they say out of the 98 million, only 8.7 million of the 98 million are counted as unemployed. It used to be 49 million counted. Now they dropped to 8.7, so the unemployment number looks better. Yet on Thursday, with waves of bad news, we heard from the jibber jabbers that there are, now remember, this was after they announced there are 2 million fewer full-time, full-paying breadwinner jobs in this economy than there was in 2008. We heard from the jibber jabbers telling us how wonderful things are. How wonderful. And we had one of the biggest rallies this year. We had one of the biggest rallies. And again, they're telling us this.
Fundamentals are really quite good. Labor markets, wages, rising incomes, and a strong GDP.
The underlying momentum, not only here in the United States, but also now globally.
You heard this crap. I mean, it's unbelievable. So all this bad news, they're saying, don't pay attention to it. You know why? Because we had 295,000 jobs. This is all predicated on 295,000 jobs. All this nonsense they're talking about, how great the economy is, based on 295,000 jobs, which wasn't 295. Remember, they fudged 123,000 of the 295. Those were birthed. They were birthed by the BLS. They're fake. But yet we had this huge rally because of the jibber jabbers. And think about the rally. Think about these rallies. We had an average of 344 million shares trade on positive days. But you know the negative days? We have 647 million trades. So in other words, every time we have a positive day, we have less people buying shares. On a negative day, we have more people selling. So we're in a position now, more people sell on negative days than buy on positive days. But what are we being told? Everything is just terrific. So you got to set yourself up so that you can save some money, make some money. We'll be right back and tell you how in a moment. Here on Phil's Gang, 15 past the hour on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, this is Phil Grande at philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB Universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
PhilGang.com chooses InteractiveBroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information. Be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's InteractiveBrokers.com.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. It's just a 1% fee. They wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings? Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now. But you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel on youtube.com.
Internationally, it's pretty evident that China is sliding a pretty slippery slope. Japan isn't recovering. Europe is in a constant turmoil. Commodity prices everywhere are collapsing, which is a sign that we have deflation worldwide. We're not going to escape it. We haven't decoupled. In other words, there's been so much overinvestment in mining and manufacturing worldwide due to financial repression by all the central banks that we now have massive excess capacity. China and the rest of the EM is producing all they can in order to pay their debt. That is flooding into the world economy. It's going to hit us. Our exports are going to cool. Imports are going to rise. The oil industry obviously is the major source of job growth that we've had for the last 4 or 5 years. That is
a
now
major source.
It is all the jobs that have been created since 2009 are in the 5 shale states. No new jobs net outside of the 5 shale states.
That's right. Most people don't realize that 40% of the jobs we get on those Fridays, the first Friday of every month, 40% of the jobs in this country comes from the oil patch. Most people don't have they don't have a clue. And that's why we got these lousy service jobs. And remember, this administration trying to do everything they can to kill the oil patch, to kill the coal industry. And it's unbelievable, isn't it, with an economy like this? But yet, the press has been able to turn and put this forward Their narrative is we have a wonderful economy, so good that they're going to have to raise the dollar. And that's why the dollar is taking off. I mean, we've never seen anything like this with this dollar. It just keeps going up and up because people believe what they're hearing. And everybody's dumping their euro and buying the dollar. It's nuts. Let's talk about industrial production. Under Clinton, it was up 5.2%. Under Bush, it was up 4.8%. Reagan, 8.4%. But under this president, 0.1%. Household spending dropped to its lowest level since the crash of 2008. And job claims last week were back above 300,000. So we have a real bad economy, but nobody's addressing the economy. Nobody's addressing it. And nobody wants to hear about it. Nobody wants to hear about it. It's amazing. So we've got, think about this. All the government money right now used within Medicare coverage system is to pay for consumer health demands, as well as the now failing Obamacare socialized welfare program. And it's all counted towards our GDP. What are you, nuts? Why are they counting that stuff in our GDP? Are you kidding? So all the government money that's used within Medicare coverage to pay for consumer health demands, they're putting that in our GDP. So all this Obamacare, socialized welfare program, all put towards the GDP. We never had that before. So that's how they're getting that GDP up there at 2.4% when it's below 1%. And as I said, they're telling us manufacturing's terrific. When the truth is, manufacturing jobs declined 33% since this administration started back in 2009. So we only have the low-paying consumer jobs. It's just crazy stuff going on. You got these lousy service jobs. Now, we also have to remember, of the 98 million working-age Americans who don't have a job today, it used to be the BLS would count half of them, just half of them, as unemployed, so they could tweak the number to make the unemployment number don't look so bad. They would take half of the 98 million and just say, those half are unemployed. They wouldn't take the other. But now, they don't use half of the 98 million unemployed. They dropped it to 8.7 million. So when you get those numbers on Friday, what your unemployment number is, the 5.4%, remember, the 98 million, they used to count half of them as unemployed. Now they don't count half of that, 49 million anymore. They only count 8.7 million. That's what you get in your number the first Friday of the month, of that 5.5%. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So what do? We got to make money. And what they've done is they've taken the short sellers out of this market. No, when they put in QE, they eliminated the short seller. So everybody's now on one side of the market to make sure the market just goes up. When you eliminate the short seller, they're important to the market. They balance the market. But QE eliminated them. So now the 10 percentile, who controls 80% of the stocks in the stock market, everybody's sitting on one side of the market. And that's why you got a 200% rally in these 6 years that was unheard of. So is it going to stop? No. Just like the dollar. The dollar, they're not going to... The dollar's going up because of the stupid idea that we're doing so well and that we're going to have to raise rates to cool things off. That's not going to happen in June. So why aren't you in this market? I mean, even Atlanta Fed, one of the 11 regions, said, hey, this GDP is a fake number. So why aren't you in the market? This is the only place that you can make money, is the stock market. That's it. Here, listen to what Greenspan had to say.
Stronger dollar tends to suppress the general domestic price level. But the problem here is we're not quite certain where the problem on the exchange rate comes from, whether it's a strong U.S. economy which is a questionable issue, or a weak rest of the world, which is a little bit more credible.
First of all, the whole world, including the United States, is weak. They all done the same thing. They take in their banks, their central banks, they print money, and they throw it at the market. The only difference with the United States, we're better at lying. We're much better at it. We're good at it. It started with Bill Clinton, and then Bush, and then now Obama. We're so good at lying, we've convinced the world that we are the cleanest shirt in the dirty laundry. That's what we've convinced everybody, and that's why the dollar's going up and your standard of living is going down because of it. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. PhilsGang.com offers unique stock software called Phil's Talking Trader on a monthly subscription starting at only $14.95 a month. The Phil's Gang PTT charting software offers earnings data, audio notifications, and the charts are color-coded, so it's the easiest charting software on the market.
Their charts are wonderful. I like the PT1 and the PT2. I use them interchangeably. I have been with him for almost 4 years, and I found that his information is very useful in my being able to make this year 65% above my initial investment.
I would recommend to become a Phil's Gang member because he has his own charts, and like he says, it's follow the money.
The PTT 1 and 2, it really just tells you exactly what to do.
To subscribe to the easiest charting software available, that's philsgang.com. Give them a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. At just a 1% fee, they wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel on YouTube.com.
Well, I haven't worked in a number of years, and I don't type and I don't take dictation, and I'm not very good at figures.
Oh, good. Then we'll put you ahead of the Federal Reserve then.
But you have to, you basically concede that 11.3% of underemployed people, that's not good in this country, is it?
That's an abnormally high level, and it signifies weakness that would be good to address.
Then if that's true, then why are you saying you're going to raise rates? Welcome back to Phil's Gang. That makes no sense. Now, underemployed people, that means people, give you an example. If you went to MIT and you're an engineer and you should be working, you've been trying to get a job at NASA, but instead you work at a Starbucks. That's underemployed. 11%, that is terrible. That is terrible. So how are you going to raise rates? And by the way, this dollar that keeps going up every day, that's going up over 20% since June, is killing your standard of living. It's killing your standard of living. It's just amazing. Now, the market just opened, and I said the market will be up today. It should be up tomorrow because of the phony QE that is in Europe that just kicked in. So, and I told people back in, well, let me put it up here. I told people back in, I think it was back in November, October, that I said, make sure you watch DFE. That is the European small mid-cap stocks. That they're going to break out and run because of the small and mid-cap stocks in Europe, because they're going to do a QE. And sure enough, we had a nice breakout at around $53, and it went up to $57. That was a nice little gain, 53 to 57. And we caught that nice little rally. In fact, we caught it even before that. You can take a look on my chart. We had a nice 7.5% rally we caught. And this is all you have to do to make a little bit of money. Look, go to my site right now, philsgang.com, and click on Watch Live. And I have the PT2 chart up. And this is what you'll learn as a gang member. The minute we had the crossover, red over yellow, that confirms that the big institutions, the JP Morgans, the Goldman Sachs, the rest of the boys, all the big guys are buying DFE, the small mid-cap stocks. And it turned from red to green at $51.34, and it went up to 57. So you had a 7% rally. Then it turned red to tell you, okay, time to take the rest of your profits. Now, what is easier than that? Even if you made a 5% return on your money from, let's say, go from January 20th to, February 20th, okay? What's wrong with that? Where else are you going to make 5% return on your money? You're not going to. You look at, you're not going to make money in your 401k. You already blew that. When you got crushed in your 401k in 2008, your stupid money advisors, your money managers, instead of explaining to you what QE is, that QE sets up the market so it can't go down. QE manipulates the QE's a backdoor bailout for the banks. They're going to rally the banks. When you rally the banks, the stock market can't go down. The QE was a guaranteed 200% rally. And they told you to get out and buy bonds. Are you kidding? And then when they said to you, or you said to your planner, your money manager, I just want to keep my principal, he should have sat down with you and said, you're going to lose your principal. Just letting it sit here. We're going to buy a bond, get your face ripped off. That was the time after the crash, all the sellers were gone. If you had a good money manager, a good planner, someone who was responsible, he would have told you, hey, this is not the time to get out now. The sellers are gone. He would have showed you on a chart. And the fact that you got quantitative easing. But he didn't. So you missed, of the 6-year rally, the first 2 years, which was the biggest portion of the 200%. We got 65% return in 2 years. And you got out. So let's get back in. But this time, you're going to have help. This time, I will help you. You're not going to have some stupid money manager. You're going to learn how to use a chart. When you use a chart, you're not wrong. I mean, if you don't, look at the technology we have today. My God, and you're telling me that we don't have technology that tells us when color-coded, when people get in and when people get out? And here's the proof on DFE. Go look. Go right now. If you got some mobile device, just go to philsgang.com. I got the chart up for you. Or if you're in front of your computer at work or home. All right. You know, I think what is amazing to me is this letter to Iran, how everybody's always, this thing is so stupid to me, it's unbelievable. Here, listen to this. This is Obama talking about it. And then I'm going to tell you how it affects our economy.
I'm embarrassed for them to address a letter to the Ayatollah, who they claim is our mortal enemy. And their basic argument to them is, don't deal with our president because you can't trust him to...
You can't trust him. I think that was a perfectly good letter. How do you trust the president who in 2010, knowing we were not able to keep our insurance, knowing we weren't able to keep our doctor, knowing with his stupid Obamacare, there'd be thousands of hospitals in rural parts of this country that would be closing because of the high deductibles. I mean, did you get your deductible yet? People are running deductibles between $2,500 and $5,000. That means you get no insurance until you got to pay the first $2,500 or the first $5,000 out of your pocket. And if you live in a rural part of this country, in rural Texas or rural Kansas, you're in trouble because your hospitals are closing left and right. Because first of all, Obama cut back on Medicare. He reduced the payments to these hospitals because he wanted that money from Medicare to go to Obamacare. And then you got these deductions, so you can't go to the hospital. Something's wrong. You got to put $5,000 out of your own pocket. This is crazy. So this Obamacare is killing the economy. Now let's go back to this letter. How does that tie in? I'm just trying to explain that they were right to warn Iran. Do not trust this guy. You can't trust him. The guy who keeps moving the lines in the sand. The guy who destroyed our economy. The guy who lies to us about how he's so transparent when he's not. I think that was a true letter. And I got to believe the guys in Iran, the leaders are going, hey, we get it. We get it. At least Iran right now, okay, they're fighting ISIS. Geez, at least they're doing the fighting. That's good news. 47 Republican senators, they wrote this letter to the Ayatollah. Now, let me ask you, how could you trust this president when it was this president and Valerie Jarrett who dropped the dime on Hillary Clinton's email story? They're the ones who dropped it to the press. It was Valerie Jarrett and Obama. They leaked it to the press. And even worse, Valerie Jarrett and Obama, after leaking the Clinton email story to the press, it got even worse. Valerie Jarrett goes over to the State Department and tells them to launch an investigation into her emails, including Hillary's expense account. So there you've got Obama and Jarrett, who are double-crossing Hillary, and she's running for president, and they're going over and saying to the press, hey, check out her emails. And then they go to the State Department, hey, investigate her expenses. These are supposed to be friends. They're supposed to be pals. God, the betrayal. There must be a disease of betrayal that's going around. My God, I've even experienced it. It's unbelievable. I mean, how could people do that? How could Valerie Jarrett and Obama, who's supposed to be so tight with the Clintons, they're all in one party, and they betray Hillary? Not that she doesn't deserve it. It's unbelievable. Hey, when we get back, we're going to take a look at some stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings? Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com, or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration information with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Easy Trade Platform.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Did you hear about Hertz? They're putting cameras in cars now so that they can watch you. It's unbelievable, isn't it, what's going on in this country? They're nuts. But look, all this bad news that we're getting, the economic news, what gets me is nobody cares. They're paying more attention to March Madness than they are to their own retirement account. They'll tell you everything about this March Madness basketball games, who's ahead, who isn't, who's leading, but ask them about their retirement account. They don't know a thing about it. They don't even know they're getting ripped off. $256 million a day. $256 million a day they're ripping you off in fees that they hide in the net asset value of your fund so you don't even see it. You call your broker or call your money manager, call the person in charge of your 401k, ask them, give me a breakdown of all the trades that they're making during the day. They're day trading your account, and you never knew that, did you? They're day trading your account. You can't make money. The only way you can make money is, remember, no more is it a stock market. It's a market for individual stocks. And if you follow me every day, I can help you with that. Give me an example. My stock pick for today is SWKS. SWKS is the symbol. Okay, that's Skyworks Solutions. And it had a perfect pattern. It told us that it was above 80%. We had a beautiful crossover. You can see it. Go to my site, philsgang.com, or if you have some device, go to philsgang.com and put watch live. And look at this. We had a red crossing yellow, and look at the green. All you had to do was stay with this thing. It was green. Just stay with it. Look. And then today, she's going to even go higher today. And if you want, why don't you join the gang this morning? My class stock starts at 6 after 10. And then what we do is I'll be going through this stock and other stocks and showing you how to buy it on a chart. That's what you need to know. Because you don't want to listen about all the jibber-jabber, because it's all fake. You just want to know, how can I make some money to put aside for my retirement account? You're certainly not doing it with your 401k. So SWKS is one of the stocks we have today. We're going to be working on our classroom. And we're also going to be looking at IBM again. Okay, now IBM, we're going to look to get into IBM, but right now we're shorting it. We're still shorting IBM. And we're watching Apple. Now, if you're in Apple, you should come to my class so you learn how to make money with Apple. So you know, hey, when Apple's in trouble. Right now, Apple's in trouble. Okay, it's in trouble. If Apple breaks below $121, okay, then you got to watch. If it breaks 120 next, it's in real trouble. So Apple is in trouble. Okay, she's already had a big pullback. And now, if you don't see Apple, if today we have a positive day, we're up 171 points, but Apple is not positive, that's very, very negative. So that means, again, we will short Apple if it breaks around 121.54, somewhere in that area, okay? So we have some great opportunities for you. I mean, you just do one stock at a time, and I put it up on the chart, and you learn how to chart your stock. And you can do it with your own stocks. You just follow my method. That's all. Or use the stocks we're using in the classroom. That's all. And just try it for a month. And all we ask, if you do well, just please give to St. Jude. Just donate to St. Jude. We started this program about 13 years ago. The idea is to teach people how to invest using charts, and if they make money, to invest into St. Jude. Give them a little bit of money. Just mail the check directly to them. Okay. We didn't have time today to talk about I want to talk about Kerry. And I want, you know Kerry now. Of course, he's involved with this letter, and he's involved with it. But most people don't know who this guy Kerry is. This guy's he's an interesting guy. He's a gigolo to begin with. And most people don't, and I'm not going to have time for this, but I'll talk about it tomorrow. But his father was a professional dignitary. He never had any money, but his father was always in Europe, and Kerry grew up in Europe, and they were dignitaries, so he was always around money, and he was in his father's other side of the family. His uncle's side had a lot of money. His aunt had a lot of money. They were multi-millionaires, and they helped Kerry to go to college and so forth, and paid for it. But the interesting thing about Kerry is when he came back from Vietnam, he wanted to get into politics, and his roommate, and he were trying to get into, his roommate was going to be his campaign manager, and his roommate, one night they're having pizza, and they were just joking. He says to Kerry, you know what, we just don't have enough money. This is all about money. Unless you marry somebody rich, you better get married to somebody rich pretty quick, or you're not going to win this campaign. Jokingly. And then they looked at each other and said, that's what we got to do. And he set out to marry one of the richest women in Long Island, the Thorne family, Julia Thorne. And she had about $100 million, and he married her as quickly as he could. And then, I mean, you wouldn't believe the lifestyle he was living with her. And then he dumped her as soon as he became lieutenant governor of Massachusetts. And then the reason why he dumped her, he was on her private jet coming back from the ranch in Montana. This is Julie Thorne. He was on her private jet coming back from her ranch where he was living, and he read in the newspaper that the Heinz guy, that owned Heinz, he got killed in a plane crash. And talked about his wife being a widow and worth billions of dollars. He tells his aide, hey, set me up with her. Because, you know, he was in that group. I mean, he was a socialite because of his father's background. He knew everybody, and everybody knew, you know, he knew how to maneuver and network. And that's how he got together with Heinz. And he wanted the money, and he married her too. I mean, boy, he didn't marry her for her beauty, I'll tell you that. She looks like the back end of a horse, but but this guy's an amazing guy. I mean, think of his whole life, what he has done is incredible. How far he's gotten in life by marrying these rich women. And it's very interesting. Hey, gold today. We're going to take a look at gold. Remember the dollar. Let's look at the dollar. The dollar, is it going to be up again today? It's up every day. No, it's pulling back today. It's pulling back a little bit today. I mean, this dollar's going crazy. It's got to pull back at some time. So we're going to watch. Now, does that mean that GDX is going to go up today? Well, it could. You know, remember, it's not a guarantee that just because the dollar pulls back, the gold's going to go up. The only good thing about gold right now is been consolidating, and if GDX, if you're interested in buying these gold mining stocks, remember, if gold drops below $17.20, you want to make sure you're shorting it. You want to make sure you're out of it and you're shorting it. You make a lot of money shorting it. If it holds this area and she breaks above $18.84, then we can get a nice run on GDX. So why don't you just do this? Join the gang, and today we're going to be talking, we'll have in the classroom SWKS, that's one of our stocks. We're also going to be looking at IBM again. We're going to be watching Apple very closely. And we got a whole bunch of other stocks we're going to be looking at. Micron Technology. We're going to be looking at DUST, the UST, that's the inverse for gold. And we're also going to observe Target. We're going to look at Target. There could be some possibilities there as well. So the dollar's down today. The market is up 176 points. So join my gang. Remember, you got plenty of time. My class starts at 6 after 10 Eastern Time. Remember now, next Monday, not this Monday, not today, next Monday we'll be on WLS at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's 9:30 a.m. WGUL in Tampa, 860. And also KDOW, we're going back on KDOW at 1 o'clock their time in San Francisco. That's KDOW 1220. We'll be on all those stations next Monday at 3 p.m. our time.
You have have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.